We begin with breaking news, a heavy police scene in Tacoma where officers shot a suspect who had a warrant for their arrest. So thanks for joining us for your News at 5. I'm David Rose.
And I'm Jamie Tompkins. The scene is on 88th Street and South Tacoma Way, and that's where we find Fox 13's Matthew Smith. Matthew, we understand that you just got some new information from the sheriff's office this afternoon. What do you know so far?
Well, Jamie, David mentioned that there's a warrant out for this guy's arrest. It turns out it was a warrant that he was wanted for in connection with murder. This guy's being charged with murder eventually down the line is what it sounds like. I also want to tell you that this whole thing ends here, but it doesn't end without a lot of concern by those that were in the vehicles. In fact, I talked with a woman who was crashed into, and then she saw this guy get out and try to jump into another vehicle before police eventually shot that person. She believes in the leg. We're going to hear from her in just a second, but I really want to get to the idea of why this whole roadway has been shut down for so long. You see, it's because investigators hit a snag. We aren't far away from JBLM, but in order to fully photograph this area where the crash and shooting happened, they needed to use a drone to get up above. So they had to take some time to get some special clearance. But what's more interesting is the actual situation that led this entire thing to happen. Now, in order to get to this point, a woman says that this guy was coming up over the hill and crashed into her. That's when she saw the guy try to jump into the vehicle right in front of her. It's also when she saw the officers get up next to him and open fire.
As soon as the police shot him, wow. And I'm started shaking and almost stuck into my car. What's going on? And that's horrible happened. I saw it.
I'll tell you what, she's not the only one dealing with car troubles today. The sheriff's office tells me multiple cars were also hit in the 8700 block of Hosmer. That's where police first caught up with this guy, and after the damage here, I'm told at least one other car was hit before landing back out here on South Tacoma Way, where again police are still investigating. Now, Tacoma Police will not be involved in this investigation because they were involved in the shooting. That means the county will be taking over, and we should mention that while the person originally was caught up with police around the 8700 block of Hosmer, that's of interest because there was also a murder there in the end of January that police are still investigating. They aren't saying for sure that these two are connected. We're still asking more questions about that. We hope to get an update later today or tomorrow.